Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Wednesday night ladies' night chat. How is everybody? So I've got. I missed y'all last week. Oh my goodness, with the studying for the test. I could not do a live stream last week, and I apologize for that. Thank goodness Mom Slayer stepped up and handled it on the private server, and she did a fabulous, fabulous job. So I've got my ladies with me. Miss Mickey, how are you, darling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am fine. Mom Slayer, I've got my ladies with me. Miss Mickey,
Whoops.
how are you,
I had that thing
darling?
muted. Good. How are you?
Yeah, you have to wait for it to start. Mama Slayer is having a little bit of technical difficulty, and she's working on that. But oh wow, we've got 11 people in the live stream chat. Holy macaroni! Miss Pat Skelton, how are you, my friend? Miss Juanita, um, Lady B, how are you? There's my honey Prepper X. Hey Jay, how are you?
Hey, Piglet.
Hey,
Oh yay, Piglet has joined us. Love
I
it,
had
love
to
it.
download Hangouts.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I got you. Welcome, welcome to our Piglet. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm wore out, but the canner has been freed and is cooling off now from 7 jars or 6.5 jars of beans.
Oh my
awesome.
God! Yay! Woohoo!
Yep,
Woohoo! The camera has been free. Yay!
I
Yay!
did it, and then also made a barbecue pineapple brisket.
Ooh.
What? Oh
Hmm.
dang!
Crock pot's
Awesome.
your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me go. Let me finish going through the participants list. Let's see. We got Rescue Boss. How are you, sir? Hey Jay, how are you? Diggers Outdoors, how are you? Southern Ohio Prepping, awesome, awesome. Living and Learning Life, how are you, my friend? Yay. Let's see. 3D Tripper, how are you? I sent you an email too, lady. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness, Diggers, thank you so much. Oh wow. Frank Burns, how are you, sir? Awesome. Miss Cheryl Gerard, how are you? I think I got everybody. Jim Beer, I think that's everybody. Jen, thing is not working. Hey, Gibson girl. Awesome, awesome. So tell us how it went, Piglet. Were you scared when you started canning? When you started this project, y'all, Piglet, I just love her. The canner has been freed. Oh my goodness, that is fabulous.
When the beans started swelling up, I started sweating that I had not enough jars. But then when I did it, I had
Uh,
exactly the right amount of jars. So I
awesome.
had sterilized like 7 more. I don't know what I was
Yeah.
thinking. But yeah, it
Yeah,
went
but
pretty good. It's just time consuming.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's
So you did beans. Did you add anything to them? I'm telling you,
salt
that
part.
is the best. Yeah, that is the best thing in the world is to be able to grab something off your shelf that's not um, commercially processed and be able to eat it. Oh my goodness, I love it.
And it always has such a fresh taste to it, too.
Yeah,
I hope
absolutely.
so. We'll see when we open one.
Oh, just wait.
But
They're awesome.
that's what
I
I
mean,
was telling her. She can't get on for some reason because she can't get into her email account.
oh no.
You have
Okay.
Hangouts though, right? It, she doesn't have Gmail, so it won't let her in. Can she
Who?
search for the 3D?
Oh, hang on, and I will send her a link.
She said,
Hang
hold
on,
on,
just
she's going to send you a link.
Yeah. Y'all bear with me just a second. Mom Slayer, are you fixed yet?
I saw Royal in there helping her.
Okay, good. Yep. Royal to the rescue.
Aren't daughters awesome?
Yes.
Especially when
Except
you
for
can't
mine when
fix
they
your phone.
I know, right? Except for mine when she brings my grandkids and leaves them for a week and they drive me crazy. Can I tell you? Because they're not used to being here. So they're hard headed anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna put it out there. They're hard headed.
Mm.
I don't know where they get that from.
I don't know.
Have no idea.
Might have skipped a generation or something. I don't know.
Right. All right. So, Piglet, tell 3D to check her Yahoo email. It should be in her Yahoo email.
She's
But I can
looking.
send her a link. Right.
She's
Oh
looking.
no, we lost. Okay.
She might
We
log back
lost
in,
Mom. Okay.
and she might want to reboot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's checking the Yahoo email.
Okay.
May take a minute
Well,
for the email to go through.
okay. That's fine. I'm trying to get it to open up. Oh.
So while I did all that, she finished up the last garden in the front.
Cool. I can't wait to see how they turn out.
What, the gardens or the
Yeah, the
fans?
gardens.
Oh man, probably gonna plant the rest of it tomorrow. Let me see.
Yay! It's back.
Oh,
It's.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
See what I mean?
Fantastic.
There is something going on.
the ones you sent me here. I
You
can't
got it?
see.
Thank you.
Not coming back.
All right. So I send it.
Thanks, Royal.
Okay, that's just the email.
They
It
say
should be the
thanks,
other one.
Royal. Take your dog.
Come along.
Tell 3D I'm sending her an email right now through Google Hangout.
Oxjaw, but that's all right. Okay, does it not show two together there? What the heck did I do? Hold on, we're figuring it out.
Okay. Sorry, y'all bear with me.
Well, I got a tell for today. I can jump in.
I don't know what.
Royal had one or two houses to do today, and she was home by 10:30. And we haven't had a mother-daughter date in a long time.
Man, I'll just listen.
So
Let me see.
we went shopping today, and when we go shopping, it's secondhand stores. That's where we go. That's what we enjoy doing. So we went, and I got a Ninja blender set for $5.
Awesome.
I am so excited, and she was like, "Do you really think that works?" And I said, "For $5, I don't care if it works. I'm not going to take a risk and see if it." And it looks like maybe somebody got it for Christmas and didn't know how to use it. So I got that, and then I got a apple pillar from Pampered Chef for $3. So those were my find of the day, and then we ended up at the restaurant store, and I got 100 pounds of flour for $26. So I have to get Marlar bags.
Up.
Yes. So that was my treasures for the day.
Again like last night.
That's cool. My son worked at a thrift store, and it was Salvation Army, and he said that they always checked all the electronics to make sure they worked before they put them out on the floor. So you got a good chance that thing looks like a top.
It does. I tried it out. It's draining on the dishboard right now. You know, it's just I'm excited. And then we don't have Goodwills near us. It's Salvation Army and St. Vincent de Paul's. So we went across town, and we did a lot of driving today, just playing.
So. Yeah, but you had together time.
Yes, and that's what counts.
Right.
Yeah, and whenever you did the chat on the private server, and you mentioned those stores, those restaurant stores, I went and looked to see if there was one near me. The closest one is in Tennessee. Can you believe it?
How
Is
far?
where?
It's in Tennessee.
Are
Oh.
you kidding?
Yeah.
Did you just put a general search
Just
in
turn it down.
for
Oh, you gotta have
restaurant
it
store?
really.
Or did you
Um,
look specifically for the restaurant store?
I looked specifically. Yeah.
Okay, just look for food services. Food
Okay.
services that are open to the public. You know,
Okay.
like Reinhardt's. I don't know if you guys got Reinhardt's, Sky Foods, Cisco, but I don't know if Cisco is open to the public.
Yeah.
Or make a relationship with a restaurant and then talk to them and say, hey, when you put your next order in, could you order me this? You
That's a
know?
good idea. That's a really good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Just the number
because
10 cans and do them.
because that's not a bad price for that much flour. Holy cow, you did good.
Yeah, yeah. 10 pounds of rice
Awesome.
for like $8. Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's a
it was the
freaking
last day of the
steal.
sale. Yeah, it was the last day of the sale, and I didn't know they had I've been looking for flour on sale, and I didn't know that they were having their sale. So, and it was just because we were there that we stopped.
Can you not hear it?
Awesome. Is she still having problems, Piglet?
Yeah, the email's not coming through. Maybe just a lag in Yahoo. Because she
Okay.
got the email
So,
about the live stream, but the Hangouts isn't coming through.
okay.
So
So
she's going to check it.
if she opens up her Google Hangout app on her phone, I'm going to send her an invite.
Just open the Hangout app on your phone and she's going to send you an invite.
That's our
Sorry,
Piglet.
guys.
Or
Someone
you
put
two
it
could
on
use the same
mute.
computer or whatever you're on. Sit close together.
Right? Y'all love us. We tired of telling y'all
Okay, since
how much y'all love us.
I muted it. I told it to her, and she heard me that time. So she's gonna try it.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, I didn't think. I
Hangout.
just been around through the window, and I'm yelling because she's in the other side, so it doesn't echo. You know.
Uh-huh. That's freaking awesome.
So I'm just screaming in y'all's ear. Sorry.
I love it. Oh my goodness. I love it.
Yeah, I have pictures of opening the box of the canner, so I have to post those on the server somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I am so proud of you, Piglet.
Yeah.
What was it easy?
Well, I started freaking out because I went ahead and did salt pork with them, so I cooked them a little so that pork would cook, the salt pork would cook. I was scared to put raw pork in it, you know, and they swelled up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough cans or jars. And then it totally did exactly what I thought it would, because I got 2 pounds of pintos and a pound of black-eyed peas, and I got 6 with a little bit in a 7th one, which would account for the salt pork in each of the jars.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it worked out fine.
Yeah.
I know the directions from the book are a tad bit confusing as to how to keep the pressure, and it's an electric stove, so that's what's really hard to keep the pressure right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. When I first started doing mine on my electric stove, the first couple of times I had to find that sweet spot on my stove where to set it that you could keep the temperature or keep the pressure up without it continuing to rise and without it dropping. So it's going to take you a time or two to find that sweet spot. But once you learn where that is, you can put it there and not worry about, you still have to keep an eye on your pressure gauge. But it won't keep heating up if you find that sweet spot on your stove. Every stove is different. Yeah.
I think when I got right to, I finally figured it out. It was about 3.5. Was what I had to do.
Okay.
3.5 was perfect at 11, but it told you to go all the way up to high.
Wait, are you in Texas?
Yeah.
You're okay. 11's too high for you. It's 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
At sea level, it's 10.
It said 11
but that's fine.
if you were under 2,000.
Well, it depends on what book you're listening to, but generally.
Well, it's a book that came out of the crock pot that's been in the box for I don't know how long.
Yeah. That's Presto's guidelines, but generally, it's 0 to 2,000, I believe, is 10, and then for every 1,000 you add on, it's another pound of pressure. Yeah. And then it's 5 extra minutes. For every pound you go up, it's 5 extra minutes. Like mine is 11. That's why I thought, wait a minute, you're at sea level. So
actually, we're probably a little below sea level. For some reason, she doesn't have Hangouts is in here, but it's not showing as one of her available apps. And it may be because she has an Android phone.
Okay.
Does she have it updated?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it, but it is Apple. I mean, Android.
Yeah,
so
I have an Android
She's just
phone.
Gonna listen. She's just gonna listen.
Okay.
If she's got something to say, she can holler from the other bedroom into the front.
Yeah, I was going to say I could send her another email to her Yahoo, but if the first one didn't come through, then this one's probably not going to go through either.
Well, I don't understand why the icon's not there for Hangouts.
Mine won't go through Yahoo. It has to go through Gmail. So if she has a Gmail account, send it to Gmail. I have an Android phone too. Oh,
yeah,
well,
she doesn't have Gmail.
Okay. Well, tell her she'll be needing to get a Gmail account. Yep.
Or I could give her one side of this earphone thing.
There you go.
That's an idea.
She said she's just going to chill. She actually turned over the clay, added all the amendments, and it's sitting there to be all turned over again tomorrow. So it was dry. Wow. Yeah, the clay was all dried out. So she worked harder than I did today.
Dang. Yeah, but y'all are having a blast, though.
Oh, yeah. We're already like, so we're going to need a roll around counter so that next time we can just pull it over here and be right by the stove and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Totally. She's like, anything you need to change, just change it however what works for you. And I'm like, you have no idea what you've just unleashed.
Oh, boy.
And it's addicting. It really is. You start thinking, can I take this money to do this? Or do I really want to can this week? That's what I do.
Oh, and like I told her, the big thing about canning is, because she's like, well, how long it'll last? I said, yeah, but you got to think what canning is. You're out here, you're working out in the yard all day long. You come in, you pop a can, you pour it in a pot, you warm it up, and there's dinner.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because she don't eat regular meals. So like lunchtime, I made lunch, warmed up what we had from yesterday left over. And I said, lunch is ready. And she's like, you made lunch? I'm like, well, yeah, I can microwave. It's not hard.
Oh, I love you, Piglet.
You just wrap it in paper towel and you push 3 and it runs 3 minutes and it warms it up.
Nina, Juanita's asking for an invite.
I just sent it to her.
I was making fun because I did lunch.
Yep, I just sent it to you.
Because she needs to put on a little weight. She's a little skinny.
Well, think about how much she's working her butt off too.
I know, but she doesn't eat. She doesn't eat regular. She doesn't stop what she's doing to make eat. And whereas I kind of guess I'll do more inside stuff now that the gardens are mostly in. So
yeah,
I don't mind doing that. And then apparently one of the dogs is my new very best friend. because he follows me everywhere, and he was scent marking me this morning, just rubbing all over my legs.
Hey, Miss Juanita, welcome, welcome.
Unmute yourself, honey.
Yep, you got to unmute to talk.
And make sure the chat's turned down.
Yeah.
I have that mistake almost every time.
Right. Well, you know, they changed the format where you can't turn the volume down before you start the live stream. You have to wait for it to start and then turn the volume down. So if you don't time it just right, you mess it up.
Well, I'm on my tablet and I mute it and it still doesn't work.
Yep. How are you, Miss Juanita?
I'm doing good. Just been a busy day.
Oh, yeah. Well, are you being careful with picking up all those limbs?
I've just been doing inside the house this week.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Yep. They got my other MRI for my upper spinal thing scheduled for the 13th.
So we'll in the chat. Hey,
okay, when is it scheduled for?
Saturday, the 13th.
We certainly will be praying.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Kaylin Strange, chat, how are you? Awesome, awesome. Yep, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. So do y'all do any companion planting in your gardens?
Yeah, I do like the beans and the squash together.
Does it work really well for you?
Yeah, it did up North Georgia. I ain't even got it going down here yet.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because, so I started, last year when I had my garden, I went to Tennessee, and while I was gone, my garden burnt up. And the weeds took over, and it just wasn't a good thing. It was my fault, because I didn't have anybody come and do any watering or anything like that. So I'm trying something different this year, and I decided to build a raised bed in my garden area. So I'm going to have one raised bed to try it and see if it's going to work with the weed problem, because the way my work schedule is, the garden will get away from me if I'm not out there every day. So like this week with work, it's crazy because it's end of the month. So I decided kind of, experiment with a raised bed in my garden. So this is what I did. So I got Josh to help me, of course. I'm not taking all the credit for this myself, but so I got Spicy to bring me some logs that he got from a sawmill. So we tried to build the raised bed out of those logs, and they are not even. So there was a big gap along the side. So whenever I was putting the dirt in there, the soil in there, it would come out the sides, and it was coming out as fast as I was putting it in. I would take the blade and rip the bag open, dump it in there, and it would just all go right out the sides, just like that, right out the sides. I said, okay. So I got mad, and I told Josh, I said, when you go to work, bring me some boards. Yeah. Yes, plants, Prepper X, not bodies. So he brought some boards, and we put this raised bed together. This is the problem, and this is where I screwed up. My bed, my one raised bed that's in my garden, measures 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and it is 24 feet long just for this one bed. It's only one bed in the front of the garden, and the rest of the garden I'm going to do like I normally do. The problem is filling this bitch up is ridiculous.
What?
Yes, not easy to do.
Well, you know, you can do peat moss and ashes and manure. You can put all that in there instead of just dirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do because it would take a lot of dirt.
Wet the peat moss.
Huh?
And you could
Wet
put
the
some
peat moss.
Okay.
Soak it before you put it in, and it gives you extra air pockets for it to breathe. And if you got worms, they'll get up in there.
Yep. So I'm trying that this year to see if I can get something in my garden to grow where it won't take over. Because Josh is not here all the time. He's doing his own thing. And the way I work, I'm not able to maintain it. So I need a little bit of leeway to be able to have a garden and a job. Okay. But once I get this bed filled, I've been trying to figure out what to plant around my tomatoes to help with the insects and what will benefit the tomatoes.
What does he eat?
So marigolds are always a deterrent.
That's what I was going to say. Marigolds and nasturtiums.
Nasturtiums.
Well,
that is what.
Nasturtiums, they draw certain bugs. You can plant them near your garden, but it's not recommended that you plant them in the garden.
Right. I was going to say, that's what I'm going to try this year with the companion, is put them in pots so that I can put them close by so that they draw the aphids to them instead of the tomatoes.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
You could put peppers by the tomatoes.
We always do.
Yeah.
Bell peppers or sweet peppers or hot ones if that's what you want.
Yeah. So I've heard a lot of good things about the nasturtiums. Have you ever grown them?
Oh, I love them. And you can eat them. Everything of them is edible. They have a peppery taste.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
I knew that. I read it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And
awesome
violas.
Salads.
You can eat violas. They're beautiful in a salad. Trying to think of and the marigolds, the calendula or something.
Calendula.
There you go. I'm horrible
and
with
pansies.
these names. Yeah.
Awesome.
But Nina, you and I were talking earlier, and you can pick up, a lot of times the borough maintenance department gathers up leaves, and they actually chip them. And if they have, if they're not using them in the parks and stuff, you can request that you can get some. So they might drop them off at your house. You might have to go pick them up. But, a lot of times you can get them for free from the borough maintenance.
Okay. Yep. Oxtar said he has
weeds down.
The leaves and stuff. Yeah. But I didn't know about. I wonder if it's kind of like the highway department. Would it be the same thing?
Yes. Same thing.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Because I'm not sure we have
your parish you might have better luck with your parish if they're taking all the leaves in at the picking them up in the city and taking them to the parish dump. You might have a better chance of getting them there.
That's a good idea. Heck yes.
Or, Nina, seriously, if there is a sawmill near you, the sawdust you can throw, and that sawdust is so rich in nitrogen that that would work too.
Yeah. Heck yes. Look at you. I love these ladies. Oh my goodness. I know, Purple X. I didn't say burrow as in the animal.
He's in New York. He knew damn good and well what you saying.
Hey, us Yankees have a completely different communication than what you Southern people do.
Miss Pat
Totally.
Scully said
Right?
to help germination of nasturtiums, rub them with a nail file. Wow.
Yeah,
I have
they're a big seed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it helps to break
Oh,
down that seed pod.
okay. That's what I was going
Awesome.
to ask. Break off that skin some.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome.
Does anybody soak them in water before you plant them?
I do.
Okay.
Well, I'm
For
going
how
to do my
long?
garden this time like 3 days, but I'll have to add something to mine because I'm going to have to put some mold screen underneath mine to keep moles out of it.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Yeah, but I picked up my mold screen this past week. So I'm going to work on that this next week when we get back.
A mole screen.
Yeah, it's hardwire cloth that has extra smaller holes in it. And you just,
Okay.
I'm just going to take my little yard tractor and with the blade and just dig down so deep an area and line it with the screen and let it come up on the sides and the end, and then just put all my stuff on that then.
Well, you want me to tell
Oh.
you a really cruel way to kill a mole? It's kind of cruel, but go to a beauty shop and get hair, and every hole that you think they're in, open it up and put hair in it. And if they get in the hair, it itches so bad, they'll itch themselves so bad that they'll bleed to death and die.
You
Oh
kidding?
no.
Nope, my
I'll just
mother-in-law
Really?
go to the
swore
bathroom
by
and
it.
cut my hair off, what's left of it.
No, go to the beauty parlor. Go to the beauty parlor and ask them if you can get hair, and you just any hole that you think they're in, open it up, stick the hair down in it, and they'll go through the hair, and it itches them, and they'll scratch themselves to death.
Oh
My
wow.
mother-in-law never had moles in the yard till she
You
moved
think
out,
it
and
would
I
work
moved
with
in.
dog hair?
Huh?
You think it would work with dog hair?
If it itches, yeah, it might. It's worth a shot.
The great journey. Oh, she is shedding bad right now, and I just
Oh.
kind of hair off of her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it might. It just has to itch them, and they'll scratch.
Hair is a deterrent for deer too. Like if you would spread it around the perimeter of your garden. You know, we
Oh,
have. I think I put a video out with all the deer in my yard here. You
You
know,
did.
it's just, we have a deer problem here. You
Well,
know,
if people
deer
Oh,
pee,
and
if you people pee around the perimeter, that'll stop it too.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
I got grandsons. If I ever need it, I'll just have them come pee around the fence.
It's a little harder for me to pee around the garden, honey.
I'm telling you.
The neighbors already think I'm nuts.
I know. Oh my God. I can see
I
it.
got one
It's a good thing
grandson
I
who
don't have.
stand on his front porch and pee off the front porch. And guess what? Interstate 20 is about 40 feet from where they're at. It's like an overpass, but if you're driving, you can see
Oh
the
no.
porch. So yeah, he's standing off the porch in the morning peeing.
Oh wow.
My
So
daughter is like,
there's been several people in the chat mention juicy fruit chewing gum for the moles.
they also say it'll kill your dogs, though. Say
Oh, the
that
juicy
juicy
fruit.
fruit?
and my dogs love to dig.
Oh yeah.
Spearmint, peppermint, any kind of mint. Well, not any kind of mint because you got orange and chocolate and cross hybrids now. Anyhow, spearmint and wintergreen is a good deterrent too. And slugs. Slugs hate mint.
I think hair is pretty cool because they kill themselves. It's kind of like mole suicide.
Wow. Dang it.
Question before I forget. Mickey, she has got mint growing in a big black tub, and it is growing all over the ground beside it. If I clip it off at the ground and tie it up and hang it up, is that the way to dry it?
Yes.
That's how I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mint is very invasive. You don't want it on the ground. I mean, if you can contain it because it goes crazy. It
Really?
really does. And cats love it. The
There ain't no
cats
cats
love
out
it.
here because these dogs here take care of that.
Right. Yeah. Callie, she won't have no cats. No.
But I like to drink tea, so I want to dry the tea leaves out. I want to dry the leaves out for tea.
Oh, well, you can just muddle them. Pick it fresh and muddle it with pestle and whatever the hell that is. I mean, whatever that is. Anyhow,
mash it up.
There you go. There you.
Speak.
That was good. See, I plant.
I have no idea what she said.
We have wild mint growing in the spillway across from us, and I pick it and put it in hanging baskets, and just have different kinds of mint, and just pick it whenever I want it.
Well, I tried to grow mint and it didn't grow, but she's got enough here for I could drink off it forever.
It likes to be wet.
It's in the perfect spot. It's right there beside where she had the water going in.
Ain't I beautiful, y'all?
Oh,
you are gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I love it. I tried to grow mint too, and it didn't work out for me either.
You would think it would because you have a good water table where you're at, unless you had it in too much sunlight. I know sunlight burnt my tomatoes up. I had to put the shade cloth up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Miss Juanita. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my son's already gone to lay down because I can't drive in the dark, and he's going to get up early and do the driving. So I came in here in the bedroom, and all the animals, 3 dogs and my cat, all in here with me.
Oh my goodness!
They're cuddle critters.
Oh,
that's
yes.
Right.
Oh yes. Because I didn't want to, I was afraid I would keep him awake or something from the kitchen in there. So I come on in here in this end and
yeah. Callie takes up half my bed when she gets in my bed, and she is a bed hog. I'm just letting you know.
I have a little Jack Ripper that thinks he's king of everything, and if I move, he growls whenever he's sleeping, and he's usually just in a nook of my back or.
Yeah, Callie will do that. She'll groan like, it's like, shut up and move over.
Well, Royal, my daughter has a pit bull, and the little Jack Russell will back the pit bull up off of him. He just thinks he's a he's a mean old man.
When he was a baby.
He was 4, but Ripper was in Texas with me, so. They're still working on their relationship. And the pit bull just wants to be friends with him, and we'll go outside and jump in his face, and they've connected a couple of times.
Really?
And the pit bull could kill him. I mean, in just one bite that he could snap his neck. And he doesn't.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would have done it.
My daughter's got like a 90-pound pit bull. He just is huge. Got way bigger than they thought. Huge.
Well, I tripped over him this morning. He zigged one way, and I thought he was going to keep going, and he turned back in on me. And oh man,
no.
I just heard every vertebrae in my back just go click, 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 click.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. And then
feel good.
No, and then he's so lovable that he knew he hurt me, and I couldn't be mad at him because Grandma, I'm sorry, and he's so derpy. His name is Kush. Because he was owned.
Where that name come from?
Well, seriously, he was owned by a guy that got busted. He was one of the biggest stealers in here, and Royal ended up with him because he was roaming the streets, and she knew the guy that got busted, but his name is Kush because he ate a significant amount of Kush when he was a puppy. And it's
Really?
he's so stupid in some areas, and then like in other areas, he's a freaking genius. It's I say it's a drugs.
It's a give and take. Marijuana is a give and take.
Oh my goodness.
Like he hip checked the house because it was in his way the other day. Yeah, that's what he does. He's silly.
Yeah, but you gotta love them.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard 3D's dog PJ. I don't know
Hey,
why,
that's
but
my name.
he thinks he's got to go to bed with me, and I'm like, no, you better go back in another room. I'm not sharing the bed.
Okay. So I want to share, if I can, I was talking about the companion planning a while ago. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. There we go. All right, so y'all let me know when you can see it.
Yeah.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to figure out, and the nasturtiums, I forget who it was that I was watching that grew a lot of nasturtiums. I've never grown nasturtiums before. And I didn't know about not planting them in the garden. So I am thankful for you, Mom Slayer, and Mickey, to put them in a pot and put them around the garden, but not in the garden. So this chart that I was, because the way I've got that raised bed set up, I wanted to find something that I could plant in there with the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the peppers that would benefit. So I was going to ask you ladies about the nasturtiums, and I see the marigolds are on there as well. But the one thing that I was worried about was planting the tomatoes and the peppers together. Would the peppers cause my tomatoes to be hot like a pepper?
No. My son had gotten ghost chilies.
Oh,
we planted them right next to them. Didn't affect him at all.
Wow.
Could have strangled him when he brought those darn plants in, but oh, but no, it didn't affect him at all.
Okay,
Nina,
good.
I follow a channel because we're in the same planting zone. I'm in a zone 5. She's across the country, but she's in a zone 5 too. And hers is basically flowers. She doesn't plant gardens. But she posted a chart like that where you could set up your own, like how big your garden was and what to plant it, what the companion plants were. I can't access it now because I'm using my phone, but I will send you that. Yeah, it was real. I was impressed with it. It's some website. But yeah, it was really cool. Okay.
Awesome. So I want to do that. And see if I can help my plants in that raised bed do better than my garden did last year. Holy macaroni, y'all.
Well, the leaves, if you're able to get a bunch of leaves to put down to keep the weeds down, that'll help. And then you start some natural composting.
Yeah. See, Oxtail got the right idea. He said he's going to put some basil under the tomatoes. He's going to grow his own sauce. That is a good idea, right there.
Well, that's how you container garden. You know, you have your pizza ingredients, you know, and your spaghetti ingredients. You know, that's what I did when I lived in an apartment.
Yeah. Awesome. Heck yes.
One thing I did learn that I never ever heard before is do not put nitrogen fertilizer on onions because it'll make them hotter. like, some onions have a heat to them. If you don't use nitrogen fertilizer, they won't be hot. But if you want them hot, use nitrogen fertilizer on them.
Huh.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Well,
Me
Texas Pepper 2 did a thing on it. And he said if you don't want the onions to be, hot or spicy, just strictly use potato or firewood, or you know what I mean, out of the fireplace.
Ashes.
Yeah, that thing. I could picture it in my mind, and I keep wanting to call it potato ash, and every time I do, 3D laughs at me.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I call it
So,
potato
are
ash.
you gonna? Yeah. So, are you gonna try the hair thing for the moles, Miss Juanita, and let us know if it works? Because I would be curious to know that. I know I've heard of the hair thing for the deer, like you were talking about, moms, but I've never heard of the mole thing, the hair thing for moles.
Poor little moles. Blind little things.
Yeah, but when
well, let them evil little creatures go dig your garden up.
Yeah.
You know what? They'd be in competition here.
Yeah. My thing here, I don't have moles. I have armadillos. Yeah.
Oh, they'll eat up a yard like a hog.
Yeah, they drive me crazy. And believe it or not, you can be inside the house. Armadillos are.
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
Yep, you're.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try the hair for sure.
Yes. Try it and let us know how it works, Miss Juanita.
I sure will.
Shotgun for the armadillos. Yep. They are stupid. Armadillos are stupid because they can be in the house and outside you can hear a thump hit the side of the house. Armadillos will walk into the side of the house and they'll just run into it, just thump. And it drives Callie crazy.
They do.
Yeah, but you don't want Callie getting near them because there's no telling what's on them.
Yeah. Miss Juanita, you got a back feed, honey?
Do what?
You got a back feed? It's
Do you know armadillos scream?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep. I was camping at Lake Conroe in Texas by myself. I was in a hammock and I got up to feed the fire and I was picking up sticks around the area, and there was an armadillo. First time I ever saw one, it screamed, I screamed, and we both went in different directions.
Gosh.
I've been here a long time. I've never heard them, but maybe that's some of the noises at night.
Maybe.
Could be.
Armadillos screaming.
It scared the crap out of me.
Try and Survive and said they're blind. They're almost blind. They evidently are almost blind because they walk right into the house. And Callie, when she hears this, she wants to go kill it. So
there was one that got hit by a car in the housing complex that I lived in, and it died laying on its back and kind of with the hands up in the air. And every day I would drive past it, and somebody put a get well soon balloon and tied it to it, and then somebody put sunglasses on it, and then somebody put a beer can in its hand. You know, every day there was something added to that thing.
Miss Juanita, you're going to have to mute when you get ready to talk.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Okay. I think she got it. No.
No.
You should just be able to click on your screen, and it'll come up, and then push the mic part.
Yeah, you have a microphone up above your head.
Okay, let's see. Did I get it?
Nope.
Nope, wait a minute. I'm learning this phone, y'all. I turned my flashlight on.
Okay.
Okay, on your phone. On your phone, all you have to do is hit your screen too, and it should microphone and then something else and then video. That's what you click on.
Okay. Hit my screen.
Okay, and it should pull up a bar below it.
The microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, you got it. You got it.
You got it. Awesome. Yeah, the every morning when I go outside, I see the damage by the armadillos. So I don't have moles, but armadillos are ridiculous around here. They will tear a yard up in no time. Now, if I see them, I do target practice.
There you go.
Yeah, but a lot of times I don't see them because it's in the middle of the night.
Do you have a cage, like a cat live cage where you catch them?
I have a live cage, but it's not set to catch anything.
Oh. If you have one of those, you can catch them and target
like a
practice
box,
and then dump them.
A box trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
I can't believe you have armadillos that far east.
Oh yeah, bunches and bunches of them.
That's one thing, one critter I've never seen.
Really?
Yeah. Where am I
Think of
from?
a large doodle bug. Because they're armored like a doodle bug.
Yeah, that's true.
No, Oxjaw said you can keep them. Why would I want to keep an armadillo? No.
When I first came back here to Pennsylvania, there was a wild pig up in a park. And the park's so big and woodsy in certain areas that you would never know it was there, but at night we could hear it. So I don't know the park rangers anymore. You know, a lot of them have retired, and so I know a couple of them. So I've been watching for the ranger, and there's this young kid. He looks to be like in his 20s, and he was at the tennis courts, and I saw him there, and I stopped, and I was like, look, I told him who I was, where I lived, and I was like, there's a pig in the park. And I think he thought I was hazing him. And Royal and her boyfriend are in the backseat going, no, don't say that, don't. And they're dying, and I'm not putting it together, you know, because I'm an idiot. And I was like, no, seriously, there's a pig in the park. You know, and I was like, look, here's where I live. This is where I'm hearing it at. If it gets a hold of a kid, it's going to kill it. You know, that's what they do. So he really, I'm sure he went and asked somebody, you know, does this person really live there? And, you know, can I trust what she's saying? Because I think he thought I was hazing him, you know. And I felt so bad. And after we left, I saw him pick up his phone, you know, and I'm sure he was like, let me tell you what this lady just did. You know, it was one of those, because he kept looking at me like, I don't know.
Yeah. We call them hogs here in Texas.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm hoping that this all works out this year. I'm going to keep trying until I figure it out. I've been watching Oxjaw's videos on his garden, and everything looks so neat. And 3D's got her stuff all going, and everything looks so good. And my crap looks like crap because
I haven't even started mine yet.
Me either. Yeah. It's too cold yet.
Yeah, we probably got 2 or 3 more weeks of cold, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be up in the 70s here this weekend.
Yeah, it was nice today.
There's blooms on the peppers, and there's already 2 banana peppers growing.
Oh, shut up.
Wow. See? I'm
Just
so
hush.
far behind.
No, you're not that far behind.
And the potatoes are going crazy.
I can't wait to see Ox's 3-pound tomatoes. I'm really interested in that.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I haven't seen his latest video.
I forget the name of those tomatoes.
Mortgage Busters.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I can't wait to see. And Oxstraw said, "Me too." Oh dang. Yeah, because a big tomato like that, coated in meal and dropped in some hot oil would be fabulous when it's green.
Yum yum.
Oh, fried green tomatoes, heck yes.
Well, those would actually be bigger than Creole tomatoes, and Creole tomatoes are pretty big.
Yeah, I can't wait to see if they turn out. So I'm hoping
my
that
goodness. He was snap chalk and lines. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Wait till I do a video on my crap, Oxjaw, and you can sit back and laugh and snicker. But hey, it is what it is. I never claimed to be an expert, but by God, I'm going to have some dirt and some vegetables growing.
Hey, as long as it works and you grow something, who cares?
Exactly. Exactly.
And you learn something for the next year.
That's right. Yep. Because you're not gonna have any vegetables growing if you're which you northern folks I understand completely because y'all still have snow up there. But down here in the south, it's planting time, it's time to get everything growing. But if you sit on your duff and you don't do anything, you're not gonna have anything to eat. No fresh vegetables. So I'm not saying I do it right, but I will be doing it. So I'm hoping that it turns out. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it will.
Yeah. Prepper X said his garlic made it through the winter. They're about 3 inches now that he planted in his raised bed. So that has got to be some bionic garlic to make it through all that snow. Holy macaroni.
Well, the snow would insulate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like yesterday, it was snowing here yesterday. We just got a dusting. And today, it was probably close to 70 degrees.
Golly. To tell y'all how different these two parts of the country are, my grandchildren were here. I have 2 grandsons. I actually have 3 grandkids, but my daughter has the boys. Spicy has Matty Joe. My 2 grandsons were here, and they were talking together, the 2 of them. They're 3 and 5. No, 5 and 7. The 5-year-old told the 7-year-old, "Bubba, there's no such thing as snow." The 5-year-old said that. It's no such thing as snow. I was like, that was so funny. Oh my goodness.
Go north of the Mason-Dixon, he'll have a rude awakening.
Right? Yep.
That's me.
Yeah.
I actually couldn't live there. I couldn't.
Yeah.
You adjust.
It's so different, so completely foreign to the Southern people. I mean, when I went and did my Blizzard of 2019 video,
we were feeling for you. Us Northerns were so worried about you, Nina. Those 2 little snowflakes.
Somebody said
she might slip on one.
Yeah. So it's really it's interesting to me. I love being able to talk and listen to the difference in the environment. It just amazes me. It's like 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. It's fabulous. I love it.
Well, I feel like God took it easy on me because coming from Texas back to Pennsylvania, we didn't have a bad winter. We got snow and it was cold, but it was not bad. Not like it used to be. Not like it could have been.
Wow.
Yeah, because this winter here, it was bad, and we had storm after storm after storm. But, like you say, that's how it was when I grew up. We had storm after storm and drifts. We haven't been getting much of anything.
I see. I couldn't even go outside up there. I'd have to stay inside all day.
Yeah, you would have to become acclimatized to it for sure.
Yeah.
Because the shock to your system is just crazy. Jay said he would have driven down with a broom to get that snow off my sidewalk, but it would have blown away before he got here. You're a smarty.
There's the snort.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, we are at the top of the hour, Ladybugs. And
already?
Yeah.
Ladybugs.
Honey
Come
badgers.
on, man. We are honey badgers through and through.
That's right. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed hanging out with me and the ladies. I love it. I love it. So, last weekend I was so overwhelmed. I was told and I was ordered that I will take my place this week. So,
I appreciate it because, I was panicking last week.
Oh, you did fine.
Yeah.
You did just fine.
Thank you, but in my heart, it was out here.
Not used to public speaking.
Well, it's the technology that scares me. I am a public, I sing. I go from church to church and sing. And I'm used to being in front of people. And something needs said in front of somebody, you do it, and I do it. So I'm comfortable in front of people. It's the technology that I don't like.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss
Petco.
Honey Badgers, keep on prepping. Absolutely. And learning what I can from these ladies means the world to me. Absolutely.
Ooh, and I only spent $11 for 6 cans of beans with salt pork and a half other can.
Wait till you get brave enough to dry can those, and it's rebel canning, where you're throwing them in there dry, and you're not cooking them at first.
I was scared with the salt pork. That was the only thing that worried me, was putting the salt pork in there uncooked. So that's what scared me.
Go ahead.
When you process those beans, they're going to cook for 90 minutes for a quart. It's going to be done. So.
And I raw pack all the time.
Yep.
I prefer to raw pack because, it's not overdone.
That's how we've done it too.
Yep.
But the ball
can't wait
book is on order.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear how it turns out when you open one, Piglet. I wish I could be there because the first time you do it, it's like,
have to get 3D to video it.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna be panicking for 8 hours to see if you get sick or not.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. I'm just throwing a reality check in there.
Yeah,
that's right.
Royal's pickling pineapple again this week. Actually, tomorrow.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
I want to try that one.
Awesome. 134 in the ball. 130.
I told you you're going first.
134 in the ball.
Oh,
well, that's the one I ordered was the Ball Blue Book.
That is the Blue Book. They're all called.
Yeah,
they're all called Blue Book, and they just got different versions of them, but different years.
No, I'm gonna get it. Absolutely. See what happens.
Heck yes. We want to hear about it too.
Remember, you're 10 pounds of pressure.
Yeah. Well, the new book I'll have will be different than the manual that was inside the pressure cooker.
Yeah. So that manual is for Presto or whatever brand that you have.
It's Presto.
And they do their own testing, but the go-to is Ball.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? 10 pounds of pressure, not 11.
Yes, ma'am. I heard that.
Keeping you honest.
You don't know how many times I got up and checked it and checked it and checked it and checked it.
That's what you got to do until you get used to it. Like my sweet spot is 4, and I take it the whole way up to high to bring it up. And I keep dropping it and dropping it and dropping it. And I'm panicking at 4 because I think it's going to go down below where I need it to be. And then you got to start all over again because you've lost that pressure.
Yeah. If you ever drop below your 10 pounds, you've got to start over.
That just the timing. You have to bring it back up to pressure and then do the timing. You don't ever crack that lid.
No. I meant the timing. Yeah. For me, the sweet spot on my stove is 5.5, right absolutely in between the 5 and the 6 on my gauge. So I do the same thing, bring it all the way up to get it hot, and then drop it down, drop it down, drop it down. Yeah, and that's where mine is, to not drop below the pressure. So it's interesting to me.
Yeah, 3D tried to open it after she took the jiggler thing off. I said, no. Let it sit some more.
Yep. Absolutely. All right,
I always leave mine sit till you can touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought if it blows up in her kitchen, she's never going to let me do this again, ever.
You would be cleaning beans for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would find beans everywhere.
The dogs would be up against the wall.
These dogs here eat anything, so I'm pretty sure they'd eat all the beans up they could for me.
Yep. All right, y'all, we're going to shut it down, and I enjoyed it, and I hope that you have enjoyed it too, and we hope to see you here next week. So until next time, I'll see you later. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Good night.